the Hellbat butt. Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Legends action figure review on the 2019 Spider-Man Demogoblin Build-A-Figure Wave Superior Octopus. If you're trying to get your Marvel Legends, you can do so at DMW All Things Marvel, which is a legit Marvel merchandise business, family owned, and it features all kinds of fun posts on their site, including incredible customs and action figure photography. They have giveaways over there, and it's a little community over there, man. You know, people find figures for each other, people trade figures over there, so I recommend it. Check it out, link in the description below. I remember seeing this on display over at the Mexico City Unboxing Toy Convention. It looked cool then, it looks cool now. Anyway, on the side you can see a nice image of Superior Octopus, and then on the back you get a product shot right there. There's a read up over here. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it right now. There's the other figures from the wave, and then we get the Superior Doc Ock on the side right here, and then a nice spot varnished spider logo on the top. Not much more at the bottom, so let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here's the Superior Octopus out of the packaging. Looking very cool. I really like how the paint apps came out on this figure. It is pretty cool to look at. However, I gotta say, right off the bat, I hate the tentacles. The tentacles frustrate the hell out of me. So, God, so that's just a hindrance on the whole figure for me. But I do like how it looks. We don't get any accessories aside from those tentacles. So let's just get a closer look at this figure. You know what? Let's get the tentacles out of the way and just talk about them first. Okay, so I know why Hasbro doesn't have bendy wires in these. It totally should, though. I mean, I really feel like they should anyway. But they look okay, and they all have different poses to them, so that's kind of neat. You can see the green right there on the inside, and you can rotate them right here. Just really wish that we'd at least gotten like a point of articulation where we could rotate each of these somewhere in the middle or a couple of times throughout. But yeah, you can see that we have this one right here. It has this kind of bending shape, you know, that's a little bit wider than this one right here. This is much closer in. Do like some of the sculpt right here on the side, by the way. I like that ribbed pattern. And then you get this much wider one right here. And then you get this one that kind of meets in the middle. So yeah, they all have their own poses and everything. Then you get the pack right over here, which goes right onto the back of the figure. So you could, you know, it doesn't have any kind of indicator as far as which is supposed to go where. So I find myself just trying to like figure it out. Like, I don't know, like for instance, this one's kind of moving forward like that. That seems to kind of work. And then this right here, all right down there, that seems to be okay. And then this one right here kind of has this angle facing up. Kind of can rotate it like that, I guess, to make that better. And then this one's kind of pointing down and around the armpit. So now I'm kind of like, well, see, I just don't like not having the posing options right over here that I'd like to have. I'm just kind of frustrated. I don't think this looks cool. So maybe this is better, right? Switching these two right here, but still, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of these tentacles, man. I just don't like them. So I do remember reading these books over here with the Superior Octopus, and it's after the whole thing with the Superior Spider-Man and Doc Ock putting his mind into the body of Spider-Man, but after that whole ordeal, it actually made a clone with the help of the Jackal of Peter Parker, so that Octavius could then put his mind into that clone while Peter Parker took possession of his original body. Thus we have the Superior Doc Ock, or the Superior Octopus, who had actually also teamed up with Armanzola and Hydra, thus us having this kind of Hydra design with this suit. And I gotta say, I really do like how this came out. I mean, this does look really clean and cool. Like, I just really love the green right over here. It looks like they missed the mark just a little bit on that lens right there on that side. So when I look at this closely, it irks me just a tiny bit. But when I'm looking at it from a little farther away, it doesn't stand out at all. I do love the deco on the side right there. Nice, clean black paint going throughout. And on the back of the figure right here, you can see. Now, I don't know exactly how they had retooled this from the, the Sunfire mold, because this whole thing is different with the articulation, which we're going to get into in just a little bit. But I love the clean, bright green that we're seeing right here. That looks spectacular. And when you tilt back right over here, you can still see some paint. Well, there's no design right over there on the side. I do like the gray paint that we're seeing on the shoulders. You know, there's little points right over here where the black is coming through, but it's not enough to drive me crazy or anything. And then the hands do look really good on this figure. You know, you get these added pieces right here. Nice green paint. Love the gunmetal gray. Nice hand sculpt on this side, and then we get a fist right over here on this side. Looking cool. And then not much going on with the legs right over here up until we get down here. We get some very solid light gray. I really like the paint apps on this. Very clean. I'm liking that. I thought that was dust for a second. Yeah, it was. So I was like, wait, did I just say it was really clean paint apps, and then I'm seeing little like flaky pieces, but yeah, it was dust. Anyway, he does have peg holes at the bottom of his feet. I have the tentacles back on here, and I'm going to show off the articulation on the figure with the tentacles on here so you can see that not only are these not posable, but they do fall off very easy. Anyway, you can get the head to look up very far on this figure, so I like that, and you can get it to look down. You get side-to-side motion, there goes one leg, and a little bit of head wobbling right over there. You get beautiful armpit joints right over here, so I really like that a lot, and the shoulders can move outward pretty far. I haven't gotten any major scuffing or anything like that on those beautiful paint apps on the shoulders. There goes another leg, so I'm pretty happy about that. Maybe like one little nick, but I think that was already there. But anyway, you can rotate a full 360. You get a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows that bend in just that far, and then both wrists turn side to side and hinge up and down. Now all four are gone. We do get an interesting diaphragm joint over here that's on a ball joint. So you get the diaphragm pivot, crunches forward, crunches back, and turns side to side, even though I do feel a lot of resistance right there. So it kind of turns at a weird angle. That's kind of strange, but not a bad joint at all, because we do get the waist swivel right over here, and then the hips move outward that far, and he will kick forward very far and back a little bit. Upper thigh cut, double jointed knees, boot rotation, ankles do move down, they move up, and he has beautiful ankle pivot. Now to measure out this superior octopus figure, you can see that it is standing just under the 6.5 inch mark. And then for your Auto Octavius comparison, we have the superior octopus next to our classic Doc Ock, which also does not have bendy wires in these tentacles, which this one totally should have. You know, this one is less understandable than this one right over here, even though I do have more frustrations with this figure than this figure. And then here's superior Doc Ock next to the superior Spider-Man, which was also Dr. Octopus in a Peter Parker body, but not the same Peter Parker body as this one, as this is the clone. We have the original Peter Parker body, which is actually the same as this body right over here, but none of these three are the same exact height. Well, maybe these two are very close, but they do share different body parts, so I just thought that was kind of funny. And by the way, I wanted to see if I can get a Parker head sculpt on this figure. Oh, there goes a leg. All right. So that actually doesn't look too bad. Yeah, that works out very well if you want to do that. I think the haircut was a bit different, but yeah, that's pretty neat. So you can put a Peter Parker head sculpt on this figure. It looks pretty good. I guess one good thing about these legs falling off on me all the time is that you get to see me put them in different configurations throughout all these comparisons. But anyway, here's Superior Octopus. Next to the other figures from this wave, we have the Velocity Suit Spider-Man, we have the Mark III Spider Armor, we have White Rabbit, and Shang-Chi, Master of Kung Fu. And then here's the Superior Octopus next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Badass Spider-Man. Hey, brother. Guess you don't want to talk much, but hey, I just wanted to say you look pretty badass. I really like that green over black on your suit over there. Really cool stuff, bro. What the heck? That's not bad. Oh, get out of here. Badass. So I honestly do think this figure looks cool. I do like the aesthetics of it. However, it's just not a fun figure for me, man. I just did not have a good time with this figure. I didn't take as many pictures as I wanted to. I just didn't like the arms. The arms just bothered me a lot. So I'm probably going to just have him vanilla posed with my Hydra figures. That's what I'm thinking. Or maybe have him on my spider shelf. I'm not sure. But, you know, again, I do like how it looks. The glossy black paint throughout looks awesome. And it goes really well with the matted gray. And the green looks fantastic, but still, man, at the price point of around 20 to 25 bucks, I'm giving this figure a sud rating of...
I'll wait for the Black Friday sale.
And I'm really bummed out to do so. And I don't want you guys giving me a hard time for giving this figure a hard time. I just didn't have fun with this figure, so that's how I honestly feel about it. Take it as you will. I hope you guys liked this video. Hit the like button if you liked this video. Hit that subscribe button, as well as the notification bell if you want more ShartimusPrime videos coming your way. And a big thank you to all the supporters over here that help support this YouTube channel on Patreon. If you're interested, check it out, link below. You Patreon supporters just helped me get a new remote to help me do stop motion better, so I really appreciate that, you guys. If you want to see the latest in Marvel news, you can find it all over at marvelousnews.com. And don't forget to follow me on the Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace!
I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures every day. I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, it's okay.
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
We're shot, your face, I said we're shot.